Hey everyone, today I'm doing a bit of a different video for me. I'm going to do a bit of a try and guess what's in the Spellbinders advent calendar. I've had a look at the previous years and all the different little dies and stamps and stencils and things that are in it. And I've noticed a little bit of a pattern. So I'm going to show you the contents of 2022 and 2023, and then I'm going to run through and show you some of the spoilers that are on the back of the box. So it does show a couple of the contents, but I'm not going to open the box and I'm not going to spoil any of the individual items. So some of the teasers that they have on the back we're going to take a look at, but other than that we're just going to look through and see what do you get in a Spellbinders advent kit. Now, one of the cool things about this is the items are not Christmas themed. You can use them all year round. And I really think that this would be absolutely perfect for a new crafter or anyone who's wanting to kind of round out their stash with some extra small bits and pieces that you can use for all occasions. These are the 2022 and 2023, and you'll notice the mailbox and the car on the front of those calendars. And for the 2024, on the front of the calendar box is a hot air balloon. So what you'll notice when we get into section number 1 is the mailbox and the car are item 1 in the advent calendar. So I'm going to expect that I'm going to get a hot air balloon in box number 1. And other than that, you can see here that in 6, 8, and 24, they're all little characters of some kind and they're all die sets. So I'm feeling like the 2024 will follow a similar pattern and you will get on each of the days the same type of crafty item that you can add to your stash and create with. Now, for me, if we've got a hot air balloon, then I'm expecting that we're probably going to get sort of another character like an animal and maybe a vehicle or car of some kind. You can see that there's the ute and the car in these two. So in the first set of 4, there's a great mixture of dies, and they're ones that you can layer up the dies and create something that would create an excellent feature on a card. Now, in terms of on the back of the box, these are the 2 that I've spotted. So forget the dies at the front, but at the back, see the hot air balloon? And then here we've got like this little dog. So I'm assuming that those are going to be part of the die sets. The next 3 that I've got here to show you are also more dies, and they're also sort of little element dies. In 2022, it looks like they've got some flowers and a bird and then some greenery. So they're kind of a flora and fauna feel for 10, 12 and 14. And then a little bit different in 2023, but we've got some flowers, some strawberries and some ice cream cones. And so for these, again, these are kind of the dies that are an element or something that you can add to the front of a card. The advent calendar itself has 14 dies, it has 3 stamp sets, it has 3 packs of sequins, it has 2 embossing folders, and it has 2 sets of layered stencils. So all of the contents in 2022, 23, and 2024 is the same balance of what you will find in the crafty calendar. Now, in terms of another item that you'll see, we've got these little flowers with a vase. So I'm assuming that's the flora and fauna kind of angle. All right, the other thing we've got with the dies is there's 3 that are kind of shaped dies. So the first one is like a border die, and you see they've both got sort of circle designs and something pretty interesting that you can use your scraps to create a fantastic card by layering them up. You can see they've done similar styles of cards here in the blog. And then we've got some stacked dies, and so we've got those little arches and then a tag style shape in 2023. And there is a little bit of a teaser on the box about the stacked dies this year, so I'm going to show you that in a moment. The third one is the true Spellbinders style, I guess, stacked little elements. So you pull them apart, you do them in lots of different colors and then layer them back together. Some of my absolute favorite dies work in this manner. And so it's super cool that they're including one of those into the advent calendar. Well, I assume they are, but I haven't actually seen it yet. So you'll see here that there is a little teaser about the frames, and I assume those are the stacked dies because that's the style that those ones are. Now we get into the last section of the dies, and this is the sentiments. So there are 4 of these in the previous packs. And again, I'm really just guessing here about what's going to be in 2024. I have not opened it yet. I'm just using all the clues on the box and the clues from the previous advent calendars. So you can see here that there's a hello and thinking of you, and then there's the ones that are kind of like the banner die sentiments, which are fantastic. But each year, they're very general sentiments that you can use on many, many, many different cards. So I'm wondering if this year there's going to be a happy birthday. I think that would be absolutely fantastic, especially in the big bold statement that has for you and hello in the past. A happy birthday or a thank you in the big bold would be brilliant. I'm really looking forward to seeing what's inside. The next thing we have here is the 3 stamp sets. And traditionally, you can see on day number 2, there is a stamp set with 1 sentiment and then some kind of flower or foliage style stamp. And then the other 2 stamp sets on day 13 and day 19, these all have a mixture of sentiments. And so there's some birthday ones. And again, they're really, really lovely sentiments that you can use for many different occasions. So because they're not with a stamp set, there's no puns or any of those things you'd see on a bigger stamp set, that they're perfect to just add an excellent sentiment to a card. And I hope there's some thank you ones as well, because I do create loads of thank you cards. You can see on the bottom right, there's like a big thank you stamp given the size of the stamp set. So there is, again, a little teaser on the back of the box, and I think you can see warm birthday wishes is what I think I'm reading at the top. It's at such an awkward angle. It's a little tricky to see. Now, here are the layering stencils. So each of them has 3 items. I absolutely love the 2023 geometric one on the bottom left from day 7. And I almost wish I could get my hands on the 2022 and 2023 Advent, because they're fantastic. The contents in them, I think that I would use to create a lot of amazing cards. So I do think, based off this, that maybe on day 20, there's going to be kind of a foliage style stencil. And then there'll be something that's like circles or geometric on day 7. Do you know what? This will be the worst guessing YouTube video on the planet if they decided to change it up this year. And maybe I'm reading too much into 2022 and 2023, but the balance of items that you get in the pack and the fact that they're not holiday items so that you can use them all year round, I think means I am going to purchase the Spellbinders Advent Calendar every year that they continue to do it. So you can see there is some stencils with dots. So they look like layering stencils with dots. So I'm really, really looking forward to seeing what kind of design those make. Now we've got the embossing folders, and these are slimline embossing folders, which is excellent because I literally got myself one of the small die cutting machines, the Spellbinder Scout, and I have used it quite a bit because it fits in my workspace really nicely. It's sitting on the desk behind me or the bench behind me, and when it folds up, it's very, very compact. So all of the items in this calendar, I'll be able to use them with my Platinum Scout. And I am hoping that there will be some really cute designs and some geometric designs in the embossing folders. Maybe there will be an embossing folder with stars. Again, I have no idea, but maybe there's some stars. There is a little bit of a teaser on the back of the box. And this is available on the Spellbinders website, which is why I'm using just these little teasers. And to me, it looks like it's like a 3D cube kind of style, like sort of geometric. I will say, if you have this calendar and you know what's in it, please do not put spoilers in the comments because I want this to be a spoiler-free zone. I'm using the little hints that they've given us, but other than that, this is supposed to be spoiler-free. Now, the sequins, even the sequins look like they've got similar tones each year, but I think that they're all the standard style of sequins that do not have a dot in the middle, so they're just plain flat ones. And it looks like on day 9, 18, and 22, we can expect to get a little sequin sachet. So my big question for you is, should I do some videos with each of the calendar items and then post more videos in December, even if they're just small, short ones, or is this not something of interest? So put in the comments below, do you want to see what I create with the Advent calendar? I am going to put a video here you might enjoy. Have a great day.